Ready to make fashion fireworks? Right now at Old Navy, get up to 60% off the entire store during Old Navy's Red, White, and New sale. Save big with items for $2, $4, $6, and $8, including women's tanks for just $2. Plus, 2 days only, tomorrow and Sunday, get flag tees for the whole family for just $2.50. All summer essentials up to 60% off, like flip-flops, tank tops, swimwear, and shorts at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Select styles only. Entire store offer valid 6/28 to 7/5. Excludes clearance, gift cards, register lane items, jewelry, today-only deals, two-day only deals.
This is episode 611 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com, and welcome to today's show. Here we are, the first Monday of the new year, and I'm going to be talking with you about illegal interview questions and how to answer the ones that really aren't asked. This is part of my series about interviewing, how to answer tough interview questions, how to handle tough interview situations. Hope you find the show helpful, and I hope you give it 5 stars in iTunes or Stitcher because it helps other people discover the show. And by the way, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And with that, let's get going. Today I'm going to talk with you about how to handle the secret illegal question. Now, we all know that there are certain questions that interviewers and employers are not legally allowed to ask. You know, questions about age, questions that, indicate a bias about women, like, gee, you're a parent, you've got young children, sure you can do a job like this? How old are you anyway? Stuff along those lines. Those are the obvious illegal questions. But there are secret illegal questions. A secret illegal question is the one that an interviewer thinks about, but never comes out in their mind, out of their mouth as an actual question. So, these are questions about biases in one form or another. So the obvious bias of ageism, how do you handle that? How do you handle the question about, gee, you've been out of work for so long, what's wrong with you? Now, that's not technically an illegal question. That, however, is, that's a question on your mind, so why avoid it? These are all things that you can be proactive about, and that's the philosophy that I take about this. You don't wait for them to ask questions. You address what you know the issue is going to be in the course of telling a story. So, for example, the question of ageism. I'm 62 at the time of this video, and let's say I was looking for a job. My manager would be in their 30s. Now, the first bias here right off the bat is, can a 62-year-old guy work for someone who's 35? The easiest way to address stuff like this is to say things like, I was responsible for, you talk about your role and responsibilities, and, you reported to an individual who was, 30 years your junior, and you got along great with them. Or you speak about, could you, one of the biases, could you report to a woman? Now, I don't know why this still shows up in people's minds, because Lord knows women in the U.S. in the workforce is pretty normal. But it sometimes shows up. Now, I wouldn't address that one head on. You might talk about, I was reporting to so-and-so. I reported to an individual who's responsible for such and such. Her span of control. Notice how I use the gender preposition her? Or she was responsible for. So it addresses it in a very subtle way without you saying, I reported to a woman who. You don't want to telegraph it quite that much. If you're African American, if you're Latino, I know you're going to recognize this one, but sometimes there's the question of, can this black woman fit in with a bunch of white women? Or can this Latino man fit in with a bunch of white guys? You might just talk about working in a diverse organization where there were people from all different kinds of backgrounds, or you had clients who were very diverse, who you supported, and you can address things in that way. So again, the way to deal with a secret illegal question is very subtly through telling the story of your career. Talk about how you worked in environments where you coped with the bias. It's very simple that you coped with that situation, you succeeded in that situation, you starred in that situation, you were a champion in that situation. Okay? So that's the easiest way to handle it. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, come over to jobsearchcoachinghq.com. That's my site with curated information that I've developed and other people have developed that's going to help you find work more quickly, because you're not going to make dumb mistakes. You know what I mean? The stuff that happens throughout your search through ignorance. Plus, you're also able to ask me questions and avoid headaches that are going to become costly later on. The kinds of things that cost you job offers and result in you getting a lower salary offer. So again, that's jobsearchcoachinghq.com. Now, this show comes on daily, Monday through Monday, every day of the week. I provide you with advice to help you with your search. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you give it 5 stars in iTunes. And with that, see you tomorrow.
Ready to make fashion fireworks? Right now at Old Navy, get up to 60% off the entire store during Old Navy's Red, White, and New sale. Save big with items for $2, $4, $6, and $8, including women's tanks for just $2. Plus, 2 days only, tomorrow and Sunday, get flag tees for the whole family for just $2.50. All summer essentials up to 60% off, like flip-flops, tank tops, swimwear, and shorts at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Select styles only. Entire store offer valid 6/28 to 7/5. Excludes clearance, gift cards, register lane items, jewelry, today only deals, 2 day only deals. Ready to make fashion fireworks? Right now at Old Navy, get up to 60% off the entire store during Old Navy's Red, White, and New sale. Save big with items for $2, $4, $6, and $8, including women's tanks for just $2. Plus, 2 days only, tomorrow and Sunday, get flag tees for the whole family for just $2.50. All summer essentials up to 60% off, like flip-flops, tank tops, swimwear, and shorts at Old Navy and OldNavy.com. Select styles only. Entire store offer valid 6/28 to 7/5. Excludes clearance, gift cards, register lane items, jewelry, today only deals, 2 day only deals.